Our government, slides 18 and 19. We the people. The preamble to the Constitution explains who created the Constitution and the basic purposes of our government, or why we created it. We the people are the first words in the preamble. These words are very important. They show that the power to govern or have government belongs to the people, the citizens of the United States. So the people in the US that live there, they're called the citizens of the United States. The people of the United States established the Constitution. So they created it. The people created a government to protect their rights and welfare. So we have this thing called the Constitution. In there, it explains the rights of the people, the US citizens, in order to have this and protect this and allow us for these things. They had to make these rules and laws. The government of the United States is a democracy. In a democracy, people have the power to choose their leaders. Citizens choose their leaders by voting for them in an election. These leaders make decisions for all of the people they represent or speak for. When we elect people to represent us in government, we give leaders the power to be in charge of certain things, like making laws. So we have this thing called a democracy. It's that we, American citizens, choose our leaders. We vote for them. And we vote for these people to represent us. So, for example, we have the president, and the president represents us. He makes laws. He speaks for us. He makes negotiations with people in other countries. And that is something that our democracy has always been and has made up from. People also have the power in government because they can change the government by voting for new leaders if they do not approve of the job the leaders are doing. They can also speak out about unfair laws. So in our democracy, if we think that our leader is not doing what he's supposed to or she is supposed to, they can speak out, and it's called an impeachment, and they get rid of the president and they bring in the next person in line to represent us. That is a very long process, and it takes a very long time, but it is done by voting. This is also for laws. If they think laws are unfair, they can vote and impeach the laws, and then the laws are no longer, but they have to vote and go for it. So, your job right now is to look at the questions. It says go back to the beginning of the section and complete the table. There is no table. Then write your answers in the text boxes. So why are the words we the people important? So I'm going to write the words we the people are important because, and then I'm going to go back to that section where it talks about the words we the people and read why it is important. And it already says here these words are very important. And why? What do they show? Okay. How do the citizens of the United States have power in the government? Citizens of the United States have power in the government by what? Citizens do have power in the government, and they have power because they do something to help our government, and it's technically our duty as US citizens to do this. And if I look here, I can look at our government. Our government is our democracy, and it will tell us why we have a job as citizens in our government. Okay, so those are your 2 goals right now, is to finish the 2 questions that are asked. Then you are all set to go.